next person I'd like to introduce is currently Deputy Chief, City of Los Angeles Fire Department, holds a master's degree from Pepperdine University School of Law, and received his bachelor's from Cal Lu. He was Commissioner, Thousand Oaks Planning Commission from 1990 to 92, and has been a council member for the City of Thousand Oaks since 1994. He is currently President, Chief Officers Association for the Los Angeles City Fire Department, and President, United Firefighters of the City of Los Angeles. He is a Southern California native and a resident of Thousand Oaks for more than 20 years. He is married to Phoebe with 4 children, Susan, Andrew, Cassie, and Daniel. He was the mayor of Thousand Oaks in 1996 and 2003, and he is currently our mayor for the city of Thousand Oaks. Please welcome Mayor Andy Fox.
Thanks, everybody. Good afternoon. I was a little late in coming here, and some of the city staff were getting a little excited. I actually had a follow-up doctor's appointment, and while I was there, my doctor talked me into a flu shot. So it took a little longer to stop the crying. And then the belts that they strapped me down with got tied up, and so then on the way over here, speaking of traffic, they timely closed the on-ramp to Jan's Road. So I got to take these side streets. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's my third opportunity to stand here and provide you the state of the city. And as I had an opportunity to have lunch and look around the room, I was truly moved by the amount of people in this community that provide such great leadership in so many ways. And so if you had a chance to look at the program today, in my message to the community and to all of you, I talked about the fact that I use the term we, because we really are a community and so many people do so many things that make this community so great. Today I have an opportunity to spend about 20 minutes and talk to you about all the great things that are going on in our community, and particularly this year. It's hard to believe that 13 years ago I first got elected to the city council. And over that period of time I'd have the opportunity to work on a number of local issues, but also work at the state level and even the national level on a few things. And have become fascinated with the relationship between the people and their government. So today, as we begin our journey over the past year, I ask you to think about what it is to you that makes Thousand Oaks so special. For me, it's a number of things that come to mind. First, our top-notch school system and a state-of-the-art local 4-year university. We're also, give them a hand. We're nationally recognized year after year for our public safety programs. We have a state-of-the-art regional hospital. We have extraordinary parks and open space, innovative programs for our seniors and our kids. And last but not least, we have a rich civic involvement and dedicated citizens. These things, when woven together, make up the fabric of our community. Over the past year, we've reached many milestones, and today is my day to report to you the state of Thousand Oaks. And I'm pleased to report to you we are stronger than we've ever been in our 43-year history. When we talk about Thousand Oaks and why all of us moved here, usually the first thing that comes to mind is our education system. The Conejo Valley Unified School District, its administrators, its teachers, its parent volunteers, and most certainly its students have made this one of the finest public school systems in the nation. And we have the numbers to back that up, ladies and gentlemen. The district is comprised of 29 schools and serves over 22,000 students. 19 elementary, 4 middle schools, 3 comprehensive high schools, 2 alternative high schools, and 1 K-8 campus out in the Dos Vientos area of Newbury Park. Of those 29 schools, 9 are National Blue Ribbon schools, and 24 are California Distinguished Schools. Here's something you may not know. The average SAT score for 2007 for our high school students was 1692 out of a possible 2,400, besting both the state and national averages by nearly 200 points. Our students are not only bright, but they are well-rounded. They have an opportunity to excel in the arts, music, and many, many athletic programs, positioning them for success in their adult lives. And what happens when they graduate from high school? They need to look no farther than in their own backyard for a four-year university here at Cal Lutheran. Cal Lutheran is a campus steeped in tradition and has positioned itself for the future with an ambitious expansion program in both its academic and athletic facilities. During this past year, we had an opportunity to join a partnership between the city, the Conejo Recreation and Park District, and Cal Lutheran to design a community pool to complement its newly built aquatic center. This community pool will provide Thousand Oaks residents with swim and dive programs like Mom and Me and competition diving. When it's finished, it will position Cal Lutheran and Thousand Oaks to host local, regional, and even national swim meets. We're lucky to have Cal Lutheran in our community. Representing Cal Lutheran today, we have Dr. Howie Winnis, interim president. Dr. Winnis, thanks to you and all your colleagues for the great job that you do. I know they've already been introduced, but I also like to pay special recognition to the members of our school board who are here and Superintendent Mario Contini for outstanding schools that we have. They're back there as well. Now, we all know that kids can't learn if they don't feel safe. Keeping our school campuses safe remains a top priority for both the City Council and the school board. And it's the reason we jointly developed the School Resource Officer Program during this year. This cooperative effort between the schools and law enforcement replaced the DARE program. While a popular program, this new program provides for a uniformed police officer in each of our area high schools. These officers enforce laws on campus. They act as mentors to guide our kids and assist school administrators, the teachers, and parent volunteers in the daily activities at our high schools. They're experienced in drug enforcement and alcohol-related problems, and they frequently speak to classes about the dangers of substance abuse. They are trained and equipped to handle any emergency that may arise on our school campuses. It's thanks to this program and the people that do it that make our schools one of the safest in the nation. Speaking of the nation, I'm proud to announce that once again, Thousand Oaks is ranked as one of the safest cities in the entire country. Thanks in large part to the great work of our police force, headed by Police Chief Dennis Carpenter, and a very involved community. As I've said in the past, public safety is a political decision. And to that end, our City Council devotes nearly 38%, or $26 million, to the city's general fund for police services. During this budget year, we added a new program and a new position called the Internet Predator Detective. With websites like MySpace and Facebook as part of our children's daily lives, we require a different and more sophisticated approach to policing. That's why our council took the proactive step and added an Internet Predator Detective position during this fiscal year. And this officer has already had a dramatic impact on the safety of our kids through the investigation, arrest, and prosecution of sexual predators in our community. Turning our attentions to the fire services, the recent devastating wildfires throughout California reminded us that we all need to be vigilant and have emergency preparedness and fire safety on our mind at all times. Last month, the council received a report on the state of our fire services in our community. And let me say at the outset, as a professional in the fire service, we are blessed to have some of the best firefighters in the entire country. This report outlined, give them a hand, they did a great job. This report outlined our current fire service as adequate, and it also found that residents and businesses in our community pay $6.2 million more than any other city in the county for fire protection. That's an issue the council is going to deal with in the coming year. We're looking forward to working collaboratively with the fire district and Assistant Chief Mike LaPlante on enhancements that will provide Thousand Oaks residents and businesses even better fire and emergency medical services. Now, once our firefighters and police officers have handled the emergency, victims and patients are transported to our local hospital, where a staff of 1,500 doctors, nurses, and specialists are there to provide state-of-the-art medical care. Los Robles Regional Hospital opens its doors in 1969, and things have changed quite a bit since then. Here's a few stats that may surprise you. In 1969, the hospital saw 2,300 patients annually. Today, that number is over 13,000. In 1969, 520 babies were born in Thousand Oaks. Today, that number reaches almost 2,000. And in 1969, over 7,400 patients were seen at the emergency room. Today, that number is a staggering 33,000, a 340% increase in emergency room patients. Now, one thing that hasn't changed is Los Robles' commitment to our community. First, a new state-of-the-art emergency room was added to provide residents the best emergency medical care in the county. Then, in October of this year, the medical center opened a new wing. This 200,000 square foot addition nearly doubled the size of the existing hospital, adding 90 private rooms and increased the hospital's total capacity to 285 rooms. In addition, a new cardiovascular department was added, meaning our residents can rest assured we have the best cardiovascular professionals and equipment available. I hate to say it, but if you have to have a heart attack, Thousand Oaks is a good place to have it. With us here today from Los Robles Hospital is our President and CEO, Jim Sherman. Jim, thanks to all of you and the folks at Los Robles for the great medical care that you provide our community. Now, doctors, nurses, and medical centers are not the only thing or important factors that are important in helping us keep healthy. For total wellness, communities rely on a park and recreation system. And ladies and gentlemen, there are not many communities who can boast, like Thousand Oaks, of having over 15,000 acres of publicly owned, fully protected open space. Go ahead. When you combine that with an amazing park system, a recently renovated golf course, hundreds of miles of trails, and a quality public recreational opportunities, you have the ingredients of a well-balanced, healthy community. While wellness and healthy lifestyles are vital to everyone, our seniors and our young people have been particularly important populations this year for our City Council. Again, partnering with the Park District, Thousand Oaks is home to both the Senior and Teen Center in the heart of our community. Valuable programs that provide seniors daily hot meals and serving over 38,000 youth programs during the course of the year, our senior and teen centers provide services and activities to three groups that we treasure most: our parents, our grandparents, and our kids. To further enhance our future programming, a second full-size gym will be added early next year for more programs and more opportunities. Now, with all these great services and programs, some of you are probably asking, how in the world do you guys pay for all this? The answer is a strong local business community, thanks to many of you here in this room today. That's right. Of note, a retired city manager led that applause because he knows what's coming next. Our strong economy has really blossomed over the past several years. Sales tax now accounts for over 40% of the general fund revenue each year. This money funds the many valuable programs and services that all of you have come to expect and all of you have come to depend on. While other communities are developing shopping centers and retail centers, in Thousand Oaks, we take those same land uses and we turn them into great community gathering places. With us here today, we have representatives from some of those centers. Every year, we have the lighting of the community Christmas tree. This occurs at the promenade. Then down the road, just barely a mile, families can enjoy ice skating at the lakes. Caruso affiliated developer of both properties has set the bar extremely high and simply redefined what a commuting shopping center should be to the community. With us here today, in a slightly dated photo, Thousand Oaks resident Rick Lemo, representing Caruso Affiliated. Last night, I had the pleasure and honor to assist in the lighting of the community menorah to celebrate Hanukkah. We did that at the Jan's Marketplace, which recently unveiled a new community fountain, and I just found out yesterday what amounts to a very large fireplace in the middle of the center there. Jan's has welcomed a number of new merchants over the past year. We'd like to thank Newmark Merrill CEO Sandy Siegel for all the work that they do at Jan's. And finally, we have the Oaks Regional Shopping Center. The renovation of the Oaks will keep its hometown charm while at the same time transforming it into a fashionable, modern shopping destination. All the new stores are opening up each month, and we're all eagerly awaiting the opening of the Nordstroms in 2008. Well, most of us are. We are truly fortunate to have a partner like Macerich here in our community. Randy Brent, Senior Vice President, is here with us today. Randy, we truly appreciate your community or your investment of $200 million into our community. Thanks very much. While a strong and diverse business community is anchored by centers like these, it's really the smaller businesses that truly drive our local economy. Thousand Oaks Boulevard and the businesses along it, including the Auto Mall, generate more sales tax revenue than all three major retail centers combined. The Boulevard and its continued success are vital to our city's continued fiscal health and security. That's why the City Council is working collaboratively with the Thousand Oaks Boulevard Association on a new specific plan. This plan will include building design, land uses, and new streetscapes. Now, like all projects, this plan will be subject to extensive public review and revision. But let me be clear about this. This plan will not include high-rise buildings and increased traffic congestion. Measure E, which was voted on by the people about 10 years ago now, and our general plan simply will not permit these uses. And I can speak for all 5 city council members, all 5 council members guarantee it. Our economic diversity is further enhanced by a number of corporations that call Thousand Oaks their home. We're pleased to have a number of CEOs and corporate leaders with us here today, including senior executives from national major corporations. I'd like to thank Jeff Slate from Amgen, Verizon's Tim McCallion, Peggy Hines from WellPoint, and from Countrywide, Mary Jane Seebach. Let's give them all a hand. Thank you for calling Thousand Oaks your corporate home. Today, many cities struggle to ride the proverbial budget roller coaster. Once again, I'm pleased to announce, not here in Thousand Oaks, we remain fiscally strong and very healthy. To run our city, it costs about $200 million a year. That equates to about $1.45 per resident, about the price of a small Starbucks coffee. Last June, our council adopted a balanced biannual budget, and for the first time, it incorporated departmental performance measures. These measures will track the implementation of the 10 council goals. Collectively, these measures set the expectations for the city council, the staff, and the community to follow. During this year, I'm proud to announce that of the council goals, the vast majority have been accomplished during this year. The bottom line is that our fiscal discipline, creativity, and resident population have saved Thousand Oaks taxpayers millions of dollars in governmental costs. And our adopted performance measures will give us the biggest bang for our buck. Let me give you just one example. I'd like to acknowledge Chuck Rogers. Chuck is here. Raise your hand. There's Chuck. Chuck and his team from the City Hill Canyon Treatment Plant, they're responsible for an impressive alternative energy solar cogeneration project. Through their efforts, 60% of the plant's power is now naturally generated, saving both taxpayer dollars and the environment. And speaking of the environment, it should be noted Thousand Oaks is considered one of the greenest cities in the nation. This is just one of many examples of the fine work and services that Thousand Oaks employees and the executive staff provide. I'd like all the existing and past City of Thousand Oaks employees and executive staff members to stand up and be recognized. It's about half the room. I'm wondering who's running the city today, Mitnick. Now, all of you know the government and business community can't do it alone. As a city, we rely on an important group of individuals that I call our civic sector, our nonprofits and community volunteers. Let me share with you just a partial list of many of the areas of service these volunteers provide. And I will tell you, we simply could not run our city without these folks. As I read them and you see the photos, think of the many hours spent, dollars saved, and community value generated by the people that do these programs and these services, like police volunteers, our Civic Arts Plaza ushers. And incidentally, our theaters are flourishing. This year, 310,000 people have come to the theaters and attended 448 performances, which brings me to the Alliance for the Arts. The Alliance recently celebrated its 10th anniversary. I'd like to personally thank Bob Lewis and Ron Plotkin for their leadership and commitment to the success of our Performing Arts Center. Moving back to our volunteers, the Los Robles Hospital volunteers. What a great group of folks. Our affordable housing providers, Mini Mansions, and the Area Housing Authority do such a great job in providing homes for our community. All our religious institutions, the churches and synagogues, the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club. Especially like to thank Cal Johnston and the Miller family for their leadership in these programs. And last but certainly not least, our very own city boards and commissions, all 20 of them. Let's give them a hand. Now, during this past year, many good things have happened in our community. As in all families, there are times of happiness and times of sadness. Two tragic events during this past year brought tremendous pain to 2,000 Oaks families. And at the same time, it generated and demonstrated a tremendous amount of community spirit and compassion and genuine caring for those folks. Last January, Vicki and Mike Malia received the news that their son, Lance Corporal Anthony Malia, had been killed in action while on foot patrol in Iraq. As news of this tragedy spread throughout the community, the family's loss became the city's loss. It was truly inspiring to watch as thousands in our community banded together, lined the streets with American flags. In the day of Anthony's service, they honored this Thousand Oaks High School graduate who is now a national hero. Then in August of this year, tragedy struck again. This time of the loss of 6-year-old Zevin Molina, who was killed during an act of domestic violence. Again, the family's pain became the community's pain. In October, several hundred members of the community came together to celebrate the life of a little boy who was taken way too soon. I had the honor of attending both Anthony and Zevin's services, and first was deeply moved by the courage and strength of their families, and also the truly remarkable strength and outpouring of community support, love from our residents, many of whom have never met either boy or their families. Founder of Habitat for Humanity, Miller Fuller, said, "For a community to be whole and healthy, it must be based on people's love and concern for each other." Sandra Ruiz was scheduled to be here today. She could not. But Vicki Malia, the mother of a 19-year-old Marine, is here. Let's give her a hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a community in every sense of the word. We win and lose together, we work and play together, we laugh and cry together. The great schools, exciting shopping centers, acres of open space, safe streets are only things that make up a city. It's the people that turn a city into a community. And that brings me to my final introductions of the day. You know, just running for public office, let alone getting elected, requires a tremendous amount of vision, courage, service, and sacrifice. I've been fortunate over the years to work with some great leaders on this and past city councils. I don't often get a chance to, but I'd like to briefly introduce each council person here today and tell you just a little bit of how they have helped shape and lead this community. Councilmember Dennis Gillette has lived in the Conejo Valley since 1963 and served on the city council since 1998. Dennis is the elder statesman of our group. He provides the guidance and has a unique historical perspective on the issues that face our city. He has championed many, many causes, most recently in improving our local transportation system. While many have certainly lent their hand, all of you can thank Dennis Gillette for the timely and successful expansion of the 23 freeway. Dennis Gillette. Councilmember Bill De La Pena could not be with us today, but in her 5 years on the council, she has consistently demonstrated a commitment to our environment. For example, Claudia personally drives a hybrid Toyota to and from her job in the San Fernando Valley. She truly practices what she preaches. Let's give her a hand. Councilmember Jackie Irwin has been actively involved in drafting the city's first social host ordinance, which was adopted this year. The ordinance is intended to curb underage drinking at local residences. Jackie has taken this issue to heart and, working with our police department, has even opened her own home to host a teen reality party. This event offered hundreds of parents, myself included, many of us naive, to the real social pressures of alcohol and substance abuse that face our children. Jackie Irwin. Finally, Councilmember Tom Clancy. Tom has already served 2 years in the council now, and during that time, he has made substantial contributions toward bettering our community. Tom has taken on the difficult but important work of representing our city on regional and planning issues and economic development. As an example, addressing our local speed limit issues, Tom has made a direct impact. Through his tireless work, policies will soon be changed to allow us to reduce speeds in certain areas of town. Tom Clancy. To all my council colleagues, I want to thank you for the honor and privilege of serving as this city's mayor. This is my 3rd time, and I have to tell you, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, saying and having the title of Mayor of Thousand Oaks is an honor and a privilege, and I look forward to working with all of you over the next year. Finally, I want to say thanks to my family. Phoebe's here, kids aren't. I have to tell you that without Phoebe's support, I truly could not do this work. She truly runs our household. And our kids and the sacrifice that comes in having your dad as elected office, got to pay them thanks as well. Also, my mom and dad are here. They don't get out very often, but I want to thank my mom and dad for allowing me to be here, and I'm safe to say I wouldn't live in Thousand Oaks if it wasn't for my mom and dad, so thanks to my family. So I'm sitting at Mass on Sunday, at the end of Mass, kind of minding my own business, and somebody comes up behind me and kind of smacks me in the back of the head. Normally, I would turn and hit him back. But in this particular case, it was my friend, not because he's a world-famous Hall of Fame Major League manager, but my friend and my fellow parishioner, Sparky Anderson. George, thanks for coming today. Philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit." For 43 years, we've developed a habit of excellence in our community. We've demonstrated this success that we've achieved, and the city of Thousand Oaks this year has truly had an excellent year. We're going to face challenges over the coming years, and we'll face them the same way, focusing on our strengths, working on our weaknesses, and all the time preserving our unique heritage of Ventura County's premier city. I want to thank everybody for coming out today, and may God bless all of you.